All right, well, two major stories broke on the same day. In very recent news, the indictment of former President Trump in the classified documents case. At the same time, reports came out that Joe Biden allegedly received a $5 million payout from the Ukrainian gas company Burisma, the same company his son Hunter was involved with.
Yes, according to the Media Research Center, the major networks spent 291 minutes covering President Trump, 0 minutes covering the Burisma story. Here to discuss, branding advisor to CEOs and author of Intra Branding, the keystone of corporate agility, Marc Rudov, and business and political commentator John Burnett. Marc, start us off here. I'd say that we can see a pattern right there, yes. 291 to 0.
Yes, and if you recall last week, I said that the reason that the Democrats have not removed Biden from the 24 ticket is because the election is already sewn up. Of course, John Burnett went ballistic and called me reckless, but this is more proof that I am correct. This morning, the Quinnipiac poll, 48% of the respondents said that Biden will win over Trump. 48% is a pretty big number considering that Biden just said, we're going to build a train over the Indian Ocean. I mean, the guy's completely clueless, and now his wife, Jill, is acting like Edith Wilson. If you remember, Woodrow Wilson had a stroke, couldn't function as president anymore, and his wife took over. Completely illegal, but Jill is doing the same thing. So here's a guy who's completely helpless, and his wife is taking over, and the Democrats don't remove him, and the left-wing media are showing that they're behind this all the way.
All right, John Burnett, I'm not sure if you are going to go, quote unquote, ballistic.
Yeah, you know how crazy you were.
I know John goes really, really crazy. All right, John, we're going to give you an opportunity to respond.
Well, the thing is, Marc may be right today, but he wasn't right last week. Here's the situation. The thing is, yes, the media is covering for President Biden like they did in 2016. However, there are credible, to Marc's point, there are credible allegations, whether you look at, the 20 LLCs, the tapes that the foreign leader has, whether you look at the bank records, and Biden tried to mock those who are coming against his crime scheme by saying, where's the money? So we need to look at bank accounts that are onshore and possibly bank accounts that might be in a Swiss bank account offshore. So when all these things coming together, I don't think the media can ignore these major allegations, and they're only going to get worse as more information is revealed. So we don't know if Biden is going to be the candidate. However, we do know conservative, or at least say moderate Democrats, tune into stations like Newsmax. So they're actually, some of the base is actually on the other side is actually getting informed. And that's all we need to win this election in 2024.
Not only that, Marc, but, we're kind of, this is the game. And the game's going on. And you may be right on the outcome of the game, and you may be able to predict the winner of the NBA Finals, but they still play them. So we're still playing these, and that's why we're keeping track.
Well, first of all, I couldn't be wrong last week and right this week because nothing's changed. It's the same players. It's the same playbook.
Well, he just mentioned some of the things that changed,
it's 2020 all over again. Wash, rinse, and repeat. And the Democrats can only win by lying, cheating, stealing, rigging, and censoring. That's how they win, and that's how they do win. And we're seeing it again. I know John doesn't he wants to move on from the 2020 election. Just hash out the 0 and put in a 4. It's the same thing all over again. Wash, rinse, repeat. We're seeing the same thing, the same players, the same narratives, the same messaging. And with the Trump indictment, we saw the deep state in action taking care of this.
Yeah. Okay, so, final thought, John, real quick.
Well, the thing is, I never thought I would have to give the branding expert a branding lesson, but in this case, we do have to rebrand. We need to stay focused on the things that are most important to the American people, at the same time keep our government accountable, and hopefully get Biden out of the office. I think Marc and I can agree on that.
All right, we're going to leave it there. John Burnett, Marc Rudov, thanks so much for being with us.
You bet.